What is up, guys? It's your boy Nick Torius, back in with another video. So I'm back in with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about being a victim, aka victimization, right? Like having a victim complex. So like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. Let's get into it. So a lot of times people like to get attention, right? They like to get a lot of attention, and they like to be a victim, basically, right? Like, people like to play victim. What is a victim, Nick Torius? I'll tell you. A victim is basically someone who just lacks accountability, right? A person who shouldn't be accounted for. And it's always funny because you can always tell someone that has a victim complex, right? Like, someone that has a victim complex is very easy to spot, right? Why is that? It's because they use very predictable language, right? Like bullies, like when people say, "Oh, you're bullying me," that basically means, like, a victim is just someone that feels powerless in their situation, right? Like, "Oh, I'm a victim of this person." It's like when you see the R. Kelly stuff. It's like those are girls. They feel like they're victims, right? And I feel like it's funny because I feel like the reason why R. Kelly was such like a big thing is because so many people that have victim complexes, they identify with it, right? Like, they identify with, oh, these people are victims. Like the whole Me Too movement. There's a bunch of people with victim complex. Just people that feel powerless in general, right? Like anyone that feels just like, I am powerless. There's nothing that I can do, right? I honestly for me, bro, like I don't like that feeling. I've always noticed that, right, in myself, right? I always hate that feeling of like, damn, there's nothing I could do. There's always something you can do, bro. You have control over your entire reality, right? You have control over your entire world. You have control over your entire life, basically, right? Like, a lot of times we feel like we can't deal with certain situations, right? We'll be in like difficult situations, but it's like all you gotta really do is be in your body, right? Just be mindful of what's going on around you. Just be mindful of your life, basically, right? Just be mindful of, like, you know what? This is a situation outside of my control. This is a situation outside of things that I really care about, my values, my core beliefs, right? It's so funny because that has like nothing to do with it. Right? It's like those words that I say have nothing to do with what really is going on, and it's funny because a lot of times I'll just like fucking look up something, right? Like confidence, for example. It's like, what is confidence? It's like, oh, it's believing in yourself. It's like, what the hell does that even mean, right? Like, what does it mean to believe in yourself? Like, I believe in myself. I'm right here, right? I'm right here. It's like, why wouldn't I believe in myself? It's like, I exist, you feel me? It's like, I'm here. You feel me? Hola. It's like, why wouldn't I believe in myself? You feel me? I'm me. I'm here. And I'm just like living life, right? It's like, obviously, I believe in myself. But what does it really mean? And it's like, these are things that like people like try to explain to you. They try to write down and stuff. But it's like, it's not really like something that you can explain. It's like, you gotta feel it. It's like, I can't explain what it is to have a finger. I just have a finger. You feel me? And it's like, I feel like, I don't know why. I wonder why people don't really explain stuff. Because I see myself doing it. Because I really want to explain to you guys what it really, really means. You feel me? Like, what it actually means to be fucking... I don't know, to be able to live, to withstand life, right? Because I had a homeboy. My homeboy would always say like, "Oh, I don't care. I'll go to prison. I can stay in prison." He would say, right? He would always say that. He said he could survive, and you know, for me, I feel like I wouldn't, right? I feel like I'll be like, damn, it's gonna be cold. But I understand. It's like every situation, like even the situation I'm in right now. Like, this is where I'm walking, right? And it's like, these are just experiences. It's like if you're watching a movie, right? When you're watching a movie and bad things are happening in the movie, are the bad things actually happening to you? Or are they happening in the movie? You feel me? It's like, these are things going on a screen. You feel me? It's like, everything I'm looking at right now, this could be just like a screen, you know? And it's like, I'm good. I'm here. Like, when you're watching a movie, you're just like sitting down in a movie and just watching it, and you're like, oh, okay, that's the movie. This is me. People that are victims, they see themselves as the movie, right? People that claim to be victims, people that have those victim mindsets, that are suffering from victimization, they see themselves as the movie. But they gotta understand, you're not the movie. You're just the person watching the movie. You feel me? Like you're just sitting there watching the movie. You can feel the thing about life is that you can feel, right? Is that you feel hurt, you feel the pain, right? And it's like, why were we put here to feel pain, right? Or why is it that feeling bad is even a thing, you know? Like, why is it that feeling bad is a thing? Like, why does it feel bad to be in the cold, to be uncomfortable? Like, what is the point, right? What is the point of of doing that? And I feel like these are important questions to ask, right? Because when you're not asking it, you feel like you're the victim, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Basically, you don't want to be the victim. You want to be proactive, right? You don't want to be reactive. Victims are reactive. Because see, for me, I'm a person that values strength, right? I value strength. I value dominance, right? I value being the strongest one. And it's like, why not, right? Like, why the fuck not value strength? It's survival of the fittest, right? Of the fittest, the most strongest. So it's like, if you're not the fittest, if you're not the strongest, then you're the weakest, right? And why be the weakest, right? If you ever read Earl Nightingale's Leave the Field, or The Strangest Secret, right? Earl Nightingale explains that America is like a convoy that moves super slow because, you know, we got to move to the pace of the slowest person ever, right? And it's so funny because, damn, dude. It's so funny when you use like someone as a shield when you're driving. It's like, all right, if anything, he's gonna get hit, right? Because dude was like blocking my whole way. It's like, come on, man. Yeah, I was the victim in that situation, right? But yeah, Earl Nightingale basically says that Earl Nightingale basically says that America is like a convoy that moves to the speed of the slowest person, right? And it's so funny because you always see people that are victims that they claim, oh, I'm the victim, America is happening to me, yada yada yada. They're always saying like how America's so unfair, and it's like it's not even that America's unfair, right? Like, my nigga, I personally don't believe America's unfair. Like, I've had racist things happen to me, right? Like, there's people who are racist, but I'm a black man in America, right? And, you know, honestly, like, obviously America isn't the greatest to like hood niggas, right? I feel like it's so funny because they say black in America, right? And it's like, no, it's like hood in America. It's like America doesn't like the hood. America doesn't like poor people. America doesn't like broke people. It's like, it's not black people. Like, America doesn't give a fuck about black people, right? America's not really that racist. America is more like broke. I feel like America isn't racist. It's not systematic racism. It's are you broke? Nigga, it's like, if you're broke, shut the fuck up, right? It's not really about black people. So, like, the only time anytime I talk to cops were super cool, right? I've been police brutality by a black cop. Niggas was on some shit, and you know, and I was like, okay. So it's always so fun. Like, it's always funny to me because it's like, when the whole Black Lives Matter thing happened, I was so brainwashed by my mom. She's in that, right? She's on all up on that stuff. And, you know, it's like, it's so funny because it's so funny how like the whole last year was crazy. I was doing so much drugs. But last year was so crazy though, because it's like, where, you know, like you're watching all these things on the news happen, right? And you're seeing like, all these protests, and it's like, why are the cops not fucking with these protesters, right? Why are they like, oh yeah, I feel like it's because they're broke, right? Everyone's broke. Everyone's just like, I'm just tired. You know, last year was crazy. It's so funny. Whatever. Basically, yeah, America don't give a fuck about black people. America is racist. America discriminates against poor people, right? Against broke people, people that don't want to work, people are lazy. What are drug addicts? Drug addicts are people that aren't working, right? Because you can't work if you're a drug addict. Like you can, but it's not easy, right? Like right now I'm sober. Right now I'm working. I'm literally working right now, right? I'm working on multiple jobs right now, and you know I'm a person getting it. So it's like everyone is always complaining about America. I feel like America doesn't really care. It's like I understand everything that's going on, right? I understand this stuff. It's like, okay, all right, but it's like because it's like those, you gotta listen to what the people say, right? You gotta listen to like the way people speak. Like when they say a lot of stuff, you notice, okay, that's what this person is feeling. Like people project onto you, you know. But how do you stop being a victim? It's like I was saying, you gotta be proactive. You can't be reactive, right? You can't just you know, like when COVID happened, it's like everyone's like, oh no, I gotta react to this, and it's like, oh, the vaccine, okay, let me react to it, right? I mean, I feel like everyone reacts to everything, right? But the thing is, it's like, how are you gonna be scared of, like, for me, when COVID happened, I was going outside more than ever, right? I was hanging out with so many people. I was smoking so many blunts with people, like strangers I never met, never got COVID. And, you know, like, I'm out here living life, just seeing life is beautiful. I didn't get sick. But then it's like, you know, all of a sudden, it's like everyone around me is just like, oh my God, COVID. And it's like, yeah, you're gonna get COVID. You're scared of shit, right? It's the fear. When you have that fear, when you have those low emotions in you, when you're just like, you know, when you're like, yeah, you should be scared of COVID, because you're fucking, your body, your body is energy, and it's like germs are just as much energy as your body is. So it's like they're gonna affect you a certain way, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just annoying. I honestly gotta make this video because I gotta deal with people that are on these victim complexes, and it's like, oh, America, men. You mostly see women like this. If you see a dude, it's so funny because I was watching this TikTok, and it was like, oh, 2 weeks without pussy, and he's like, oh wow, my phone is kind of dry. And then he's like, a month without pussy, and he's like, hey guys, hey ladies, just want to put it out there, I'm a nice guy. And it's like 3 months without pussy, and he's like, oh, my pronouns are he, him, they. And then it's like, oh, a year without pussy, and he's like a woman. He's like, oh, my pronouns are her, they, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, damn, that's so funny, because it's like, oh, that's how long you go without pussy, and it's like turns you into like a bitch. But yeah, with that being said, I want to make the video too long. Like the video, comment below what you think, subscribe if you're new. If you have any victims, just DM me. If you have any victims in your life, just like comment and say like, yo, you know, I got this person I'm dealing with. Like, I used to be a victim, now I'm like, what are you doing to be proactive, right? What are you doing to get out of that victim complex, you know? You gotta ask yourself, like, what am I doing to get out of it? Yeah, like the video, subscribe, comment if you're new. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram at Torius at 6 views, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Patreon. Peace.